This is The Nine.
The very first time.
You love that, don't you?
I love it
You do.
so much.
I know you do. I know you do. I know you do.
Little foreigner for you.
Here, ladies. Take a little gift
okay,
from me.
thank you.
Okay, very good. Very good.
To get things going on a Monday morning. Hi, everybody, and welcome to The Nine. We are hanging out here in Studio A on the big couch as lots of things are happening over in Studio
Plenty of
C.
things.
Lots of things.
Yes. Marielle Lou, Ryan Romani, I'm Dina Santafanti. Thanks for being with us. Guys, I mentioned this in the 8 o'clock hour. It was raining so hard at my house this morning.
Really?
Lightning, a downpour of rain, and I had left all the cushions out yesterday because it was so beautiful.
It is that time of year because I, too, had my cushions out.
You and your cushions.
And when I drove to work today,
Yeah.
it started to rain a little bit on the lodge. It was not a monsoon, but it rained, and the very first thing that I thought of
Were the
was,
cushions.
if those cushions get wet today.
Aren't they waterproof?
They are, but they're not waterproof. They are meant for the outside, but once they get all grimy and
I mean,
wet,
just soaked to
I
the
mean,
core.
you spend a lot of money on these cushions.
Oh, I have the
You
cushions,
know?
but I guess I'm because then when you're cleaning them, don't you like power wash them a little bit or something?
No.
Oh, that's why I thought I saw the neighbors out power. I don't know what to do. I'm a millennial and I'm still figuring it out. I thought the neighbors were power washing
You power
the
wash the
cushions.
furniture, but probably
But not the cushions.
Okay, all right. I wasn't
Different
paying
deal.
attention. Yeah.
That was a big mistake. Early on in the season, too.
Oh,
I mean,
you ruined the cushions for the season.
But then it's just going to dry out.
will they?
Of
I
course
don't know.
they do.
We'll see. Guys, Mother's Day, of course, it's a beautiful day, and I know it means a lot of different things to different people.
Yeah.
Emotions can be strong. It can be, people can be dealing with missing their moms and all kinds of things, so we recognize that. But I have pictures. I did not take one picture yesterday. I was not, my kids, two of my kids weren't even home. They were in other places. So I rounded up some old pics, some old Mother's Day pictures, just to say it was a great day. This is one of my favorite pictures when the kids were babies that were
that's great.
on vacation. So lots of good memories. I was able to see my mom on Saturday, so it was great.
Twins.
Nice.
And then my mother-in-law there, I wanted to include her too because we had good interaction with her. So I would just say there are
Why'd you call it interaction?
because we weren't together.
I get it.
It sounded funny.
It was jarring.
It was just me in my sweatpants yesterday. I go on Facebook and I see all these beautiful pictures of people at brunch.
Yeah.
In matching outfits and just looking
Yeah.
so good.
But you want one or the other. You either are like, I am working every other second of the day. Mother's Day, I want to be home and left alone. Nobody talk to me. Don't ask me any questions. I want to be in my sweats. Or you want the big fancy brunch.
That is exactly it. I think
and I was on
right.
Yeah, and both are great.
the prior. Yes.
Leave me alone.
Yes.
Right.
Don't ask for nothing.
It's funny you say the no picture thing because went to brunch yesterday. That's the whole group there. We went to brunch. My mom, I'm all the way on the right.
There you go. There's a
I'm all the
fancy
way on the
brunch.
right. My mom is there right next to me. But we had the entire family, and going to brunch yesterday, I said to my wife, I said, I have got to get a picture with my mom. I do not have a recent picture with my mom, especially recent enough where I am looking as good as I am looking right now. Let me tell you, I've never looked better in my life, so I need a picture.
Yeah, I got to document this.
You have to, right? I mean, you never know what I'm going to look like next year. So we'll get to Oprah in a minute. But nonetheless, and then you get into the chaos of brunch and these kids and getting the kids, Luke, Dad, I want a cake pop, I want dessert. You're getting up, you're doing this, you're doing that. Give me another drink, and please.
Gotta say
and
please.
then you forget to take the picture.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I just landed late last night. Oh, the flight delays. Whoa, traveling for Mother's Day.
Both ways.
Both ways, but I got to go to Atlanta, spent time with my mom. We went to the spa.
Oh my goodness.
That's what you do.
It was fantastic.
hey there, Heidi Lou.
Fantastic. Yes, it was so much fun. Now, I will say, maybe for another day, and she's not going to want me sharing this story. Oh, my goodness. She drives so slowly on the highway, 40 miles an hour, and I'm like, Mom, you're going to cause an accident. And then somebody tried to get around us, boom, sideswiped the car.
No, your car.
Well, her car.
Her car, that's
Our
what I
car.
mean, yeah.
Sideswipe the car, and then we get ready to pull over, and then they think about pulling over, and then they just take off.
Oh my God.
And it is a high-speed chase in Atlanta, and all of a sudden she knows how to drive fast. And then she's driving, and we're weaving, and it's like it's one-lane situation, so they're,
That's dangerous.
for sure, crossing into ongoing traffic, trying to get away. And I'm like, you're not going to catch this person. Obviously, they're running from us. She is thinking, because she's so sweet. When someone's just so sweet
We'll
and
get the
kind.
license
We're
plate.
down south. She's like, they must be looking for a place to pull over. No, they're not. They are fleeing the scene.
Great.
Heidi, they are fleeing the scene. So,
Did
not a great
you
way
ever
to
catch
end
up
it.
with them?
No, we did not, because they were
And did you
fleeing
call
the scene.
the police?
We called the police, and they said, we're too busy.
We're busy.
That's not a number. And she was just, so I felt so awful for her, because she was shocked and appalled. She's like, you call the police, and they tell you they're too busy. Like, just her world, I felt like, was really
Well, that
shattered.
is a moving violation. I mean, that's a pretty serious thing.
Oh, absolutely. And violating, I think, just to you as a person, when somebody does something wrong and you expect them to do the right thing and to pull, you know what I mean? It was
That's
so
awful.
shocking to her.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it does highlight a point too. But I think slow drivers create a bigger hazard on the road than
maybe we make that point tomorrow.
Tomorrow. That's a tomorrow point.
Yeah, that's a tomorrow
All right,
point.
that's a tomorrow point.
An Indiana mom is challenging the norm of Mother's Day. I saw this story on social media all weekend, and I want to know what you guys think. So she says that she does not celebrate her mother or her mother-in-law on Mother's Day because she wants to actually enjoy the holiday for herself. It's her turn to be a mom. This is a viral TikTok now. She says that she's the one doing the mothering now. She has the young kids, and after having to coordinate grandparents' visits and all the things that she does all year, she doesn't get any time to herself. Moms, y'all can relate. You know how it is. Even while she was making this video, one of the kids did come in and ask her where was their toy for something, and she's like, see what I mean? I don't get 10 seconds to myself. So she says the grandparents are celebrated in different ways. She did say it's not like she's like, I hate you, Mom.
Right.
She's like, you get the card, we'll send you a little something. But she wanted the grandparents to watch the kids, so that her and dad, her and husband, can just have a nice romantic date, and she could enjoy Mother's Day the way that she wanted. So is she right or wrong?
Well,
That's the question. Or is there some gray area in between?
I understand what she's saying. It does get chaotic, especially when you have family that lives locally, and it becomes this, complicated.
So she's like, it's not really about me if I'm checking on y'all all the time.
Let me give you a perfect example.
Making the grandparents watch the kids.
Well, she's like, y'all get to watch the kid. I think it's like Ryan says, you got to flip that perspective.
Yeah. Maybe they're fine with it.
Right. I think it's, and I'll speak about Father's Day, for instance, and I think men, fathers, dads, are a little bit easier than the ladies.
What?
I do. And here's what I'll say. Last Father's Day, for instance, I went to lunch with my dad on a Wednesday. I did a happy hour with my stepdad on a Thursday. I had my own day with my kids on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then we spent Sunday with my father-in-law. 4 dads, 4 different days.
Yeah.
But it was great.
Yeah.
Everybody got their own time.
Yeah.
Right? And I think time is the biggest equalizer in everything. So if this young lady wants time, does it have to be on the actual Mother's Day? Can't she stick the kids with the grandparents on Saturday or Friday and get a...
I'm not opposed to that.
And
There's
get
a good compromise in there.
Does it have to be on that actual
That's a good
day?
compromise.
Just do it a different day.
The big question is, what is Mother's Day? What
Or
are we
Father's Day.
celebrate? Because we moms,
pipe down. We're done with the fathers.
we're being celebrated.
Yeah.
And boy, yesterday my husband, I wanted him to put together some furniture, and he said, fine, great, I'll do it. And it was like an 8-hour, I mean, it was excruciating. Yeah,
From IKEA?
I got to start buying furniture that comes already put together.
Yeah, let the people do it.
That white glove delivery, I got to start doing that.
Come on.
Anyway, yeah, what is how do you get a proper celebration? Is it supposed to be a do-nothing day for mom?
Yeah.
Or is it supposed to be...
Which mom are you talking about?
Celebrating all the moms in your life.
Because if it's your mom, then you got to do stuff if you're...
If you got those 2 little kids running around, what about that mom?
Yeah. She said, she's like, it's my turn. We've celebrated you long enough.
You just got to do it on a different day.
I think that's her husband's job, though, is to say, I got the kids, you go do whatever you want.
He couldn't even grab them when she was making the TikTok.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't find enough alone time to make a TikTok,
what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Oprah Winfrey apologizing for what she says is the major role that she played in the toxic diet culture. Oprah apologized for contributing to diet culture during a Weight Watchers special on Thursday. During the interview, Oprah recalled the famous wagon of fat. A lot of people talk about that moment on her talk show in 1988. She called it one of her biggest regrets. Now, the special comes 5 months after she shared that she's using medication to help her maintain her weight loss. I think this is a really socially responsible way to handle it. I wouldn't think to pin the toxic diet culture, which I think most people can agree there's certainly, especially for women, this toxicity out there, this belief that you have to look a certain, this pressure that comes from magazines and movies. This has been going on forever and ever. I wouldn't pin it on Oprah, but I do find it refreshing for somebody to say, hey, looking back, I can totally see how somebody with my platform, and as much as she talked about weight and did all these interviews about weight, how she can say that she feels like maybe she contributed to.
It is, when you look back at, and even beyond that, but many of the things, the things that were normally discussed, now we
cringe.
We think, it's just awful, because we've evolved into a better place. We're better people, right? We're learning. And Oprah, in this special, she did play an interview, I think it was Joan Rivers, where she was on doing a late night appearance, and Joan Rivers turns and says to her, so how'd you gain the weight back? Yeah. And it's just a big joke, like her weight was just this big, endless national joke. Yeah. And she says in this special that when she pulled that wagon of fat out and she had been on this liquid diet, she just regrets making people feel like if you starve yourself, that's the way to do it, instead of understanding the deeper mentality of obesity as a disease and addiction and all those things. So we've come a long way in many ways, though.
Yeah,
anything that we talk about.
I would not. The wagon of fat, like when as you mention it, that was like, I remember it, but like I don't think of Oprah as the leader or anything like this of some toxic diet culture. Like, you can go back to the 70s. You can go back to Playboy magazine. Right. You know what I mean? Like, and look at what in the 70s, of what your image of.
But her chasing that thin physique is what she feels contributed to the conversation of her being a failure because she was overweight.
Yeah, you could. I think Hollywood too. Farrah Fawcett, the Charlie's Angels. You look at all what how these women were depicted and what was,
beautiful.
Beautiful. Yeah. That is
didn't
really
come from nowhere for her.
Then there's a health component too.
But I guess, and maybe what you're saying is that I didn't realize there was another Weight Watchers special. So if there is, I'll watch that one as well, because I thought the first one was good. Yeah. But I guess what we really learned and what she connected the dots for us with that first one was how there is a mental component, and some people just cannot lose weight in the same way. And there's emotional, like there's so many other things that go into our weight loss journeys. To try to summarize it as
that's what she's saying by pulling this. She felt like she.
Now you can do it too.
I'm not trying to speak for Oprah at all, but she felt like she was the poster child for a woman who was struggling with her weight. And by her wheeling out that wagon of fat and talking about drinking these,
Yeah.
being on this liquid diet as
Yeah.
the solution, she feels like that was a big mistake to
Yeah.
send that message.
Yeah, no, I totally,
Simplify,
totally
like,
hear
see, I
that.
just drank these waters and now look at me.
I do want to watch that new documentary on
Yeah.
food. I think it's Food Inc. 2.
Yes.
Is this a Netflix thing
I think
or
it's a
the
Netflix
Oprah
thing.
Okay.
I want to watch
But
that.
it'll change our minds.
I can't
for-
do any more are we allowed to say the P word? With the
Preservatives?
the chicken and they popped it and all the liquid came out.
I don't know what that is.
Pus.
I don't know.
And I can't do that anymore. So as long as it's not a disgusting.
Where's the music?
I wish
Music means commercial.
you start asking if you could say certain words. I don't know. I get all nervous. I don't know.
And I made it. Yeah, that's not.
Okay.
Lots of words start with P. It's not getting any better.
Preservatives.
Yes.
Ryan goes, preservative?